This is Valor Mode. And so, a big question is, have you experienced racism, or do all black people experience the same? And obviously, well, I guess obviously for me, no, because I guess one of the examples I have is just, you go watch a YouTube video, and you have a black person say, I ain't never experienced racism, man. Like this and that is debunked.
Mm-hmm.
It's all these debunked videos going on.
Yeah.
And then, you have somebody else say, I ain't never met a nice white person. Like they all,
Mm-hmm.
and so, and I think it's more or less um, like the region of the world that you live. I mean, that region of the United States you live in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, going to Chicago versus versus somewhere down south like Mississippi or something. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so and I think like you automatically can experience more felt racism based on like your religion
Mm-hmm.
or your complexion, wealth, education. All these things I feel play a factor in your likeliness to experience racism or not. Um,
I think
so,
you're right.
so yeah. I mean, so one of myself, I haven't experienced huge racism. Not not like a violent thing or keeping me from getting a house or something like that. Obviously those things happen and can happen. But mine was more of just like more of a stereotype. I was applying for a community college, and before I got to explain what I was looking for, the counselor
Mm-hmm.
was not making eye contact with me, kind of just like let's get this done. We got these such classes that you can take.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like talking about basic level everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was just hey, I I had a 3.6 in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I had I finished pre-calculus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to. Well, why are you playing me like this?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then see, like she's like, oh, like oh yeah, we got this and that, we got this in this class, and you can take this.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
man, so
It happens
um,
sometimes, but
yeah,
and I'm sure that and I'm sure sometimes it's not always intentional, but
yeah,
it doesn't mean that it doesn't that's not felt to a degree. If
yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then just like you alluded to earlier, sometimes like let's be honest, like sometimes you get racism from your own people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but let me go back to this bit real quick first. My granddad, he served in the army,
Mm-hmm.
and he trained people, you know, uh, to fight in the army. And what he said was, he got treated well in the army. He was training everybody's one there. We're the army, but then once he's done serving, he said he just got treated like another nigga. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, racism is real. We wasting time trying to debunk racism. It's just foolish. And
Mm-hmm.
because like we said, this is a hard issue. People are hating people. I mean, this is some people say this is just social justice. Like stop getting like we need to focus on the gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
This is a gospel issue.
Our Lord,
Hatred.
yes, like God's word says that if we say that we love God and we hate our brother, that we are liars.
Liars.
And when God said,
How can you
and
love God and hate
exactly,
somebody you see? You know.
exactly, because and we want to make sure that everybody understands the context in which that verse is speaking. The context is not your blood brother. The context is anybody that you see is your brother
Your neighbor,
and your
right?
sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your friends, the people that you don't know, are your brothers and your sisters. And when we treat each other like this, we're not just doing it to them, we are doing that to God.
To God. Yeah.
Imagine hating God.
Yeah.
That is what we're doing when we're hurting each other. We go we like I mean just imagine all that God has done for you. Now, I'm not a racist person, and to be honest, I don't even know how to wrap my mind around it. But what I would say to a person who is racist and who's not afraid to even admit that they are, I ask you this. If you do believe that Jesus is Lord, and you do believe that God exists, and you believe in His Word, I want to ask you, what would you do if God were to test you one day? What would you do if God were to come to you as a young Iraqi woman, or disguised as a young black guy, or disguised as a young student from India, or a young man from Korea, and you
Yeah.
treated them with hatred? And when the Lord revealed Himself, you say, Lord, I didn't know it was you. Because in reality, that's what we're doing. Because God says, what we have done to the least, we have done also to Him. And what we have not done for the least, we have not done for Him. What I do to Ty, I am doing to God. And what I don't do for Ty, I don't do for God.
Mm. Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you've been enjoying this Christian in Politics series. I hope to get back to the Meta Plan series pretty quick here. But I just wanted to apologize for not getting these videos out like I'm supposed to, like I should. It's just with these topics that I've been talking about with politics, I've been engaging people at my church, people at work, and I gotta be honest, it's been a little bit exhausting. Just trying to take in everything that people are saying and then respond back graciously and patiently. Um, yeah, I mean, I was overwhelmed for a minute, and so yeah, I just took a little break to get my own thoughts and get blessed up myself. But yeah, a verse that helped me was Galatians 6:9, and yeah, hope that can help you too. Just not to grow weary and to know that there is a reward for seeking God and being diligent and being a peacemaker. Um, so yeah, keep tuning in and keep up the battle. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the links in the description and keep up the battle.